We had a good 300 miles on the trail. God only knows how long I wore them before I got on the trail. It's an end of an era. Got these guys for half off. They're Solomon's, 12.5, extra wide. We'll see how they do. I was just talking to another hiker in the church that says he's worn nothing but these. He showed me them. They're the same exact ones. And he says that he's put 1,000 miles on his. I don't think I'll go that crazy, but they're a little loose right now. I don't love the laces, but I'm just gonna take it slow in them, and they're brand new shoes anyway for Rocksylvannia. So we'll see how I do when I get back on the trail. This is the church. They let you stay here for 2 nights. Okay, Friday, July 22nd, I think. About to get back on trail after a couple of days. Solved my sleeping pad issue, and all it cost me was $110. I sent my Nemo tensor to my brother, and I tried to contact Nemo, but just to put in the claim, I hit another stumbling block. It's just one thing after another with me. So I put in my phone number, and when I hit submit, brings me back to the phone number, says add a number. I put my phone number in 6, 7, 8 times, and I don't know what they wanted. I put it in with parentheses, I put it in with hyphens. You know, just kept asking for a phone number. I'm looking at my phone number, so I gave up. I'll call them, and I don't know if anyone else had that issue, but I now have a big Agnes Rapid SL. It feels heavier and it seems bigger than the Nemo right now, but it's about the same size, 25/78, so my quilt should fit it. And that's it. That's settled. Hopefully what I'll do is 2 times that I want to stay at a hotel, I won't. And that will make up for the price of that in my own mind. I also found this neat little strap for my guitar when I was walking downtown. And that is my in case of emergency break glass. If that strap breaks, which it already has, as you can see, and I just tied it on there, then I can maybe try to add that. And it'll add a little flair to the bag. This bag has seen better days. The guitar might make it. I don't know if that bag's going to. I just got to get that pad in or on that pack, put everything on me, and then go up that hill. I don't know if you can see it, but up that hill is Mountain Road, and I'm off. So enough dilly-dallying. Today's supposed to be a hot day. It's afternoon, almost 12:30. I'm planning on taking it light, 6 miles to the next shelter where there's water, and then I'll see, but I'm probably going to stay there and just call it a 6-mile day. I'm still dealing with this leg swelling and shin splint symptoms, but I also have that bee sting that's infected. That's just the bane of my existence. But a guy left this KT tape in the hiker box, and believe it or not, that's the first time I ever put KT tape on, and I didn't do such a bad job. I could get it a little lower so it's not up there, so it's closer to my foot and ankle next time, and maybe a little bit more medial, but feels a little better. I mean, it's still stiff, but feels a little better. I just came down this way, and I think I saw some blazes on this, and when you expand far out, it's not the trail, it's Totes Gap Road. So I just came down this way to this intersection, and you got left, up straight, and right. And not a single blaze to be seen anywhere. Now, if I'm not on the trail, I get why I haven't seen any blazes. I saw a ton of hikers on this road. And when I got on this road, I felt like I wasn't on the trail. I felt like I was on the road. But I do think I saw some blazes. I saw so many hikers, and I just didn't see any off passes. So I just went down this road. And when you expand far out, it definitely is Totes Gap Road. And so now I'm here, and when I look at far out, that looks like it'll bring me to the trail. This looks like it'll bring me to the trail. That doesn't. But, you know, when I expand it, this has happened like 4 or 5 times in northern Pennsylvania. I've been in Pennsylvania, but it's poorly marked. And you come to intersections where there's 3 different ways to go constantly, and there's no blazes. But I've already looked at the Far Out app more times in Pennsylvania than I did the whole time I was in New Jersey. And I think I'm already off trail. So it's frustrating. I'm going up this way. We'll see if I ever see a blaze or if I turn around and go back the other way. Whoop, there's a blaze. Thanks. And look, there's another trail. There's another blaze. So which way do I go? You have wings. Why are you trying to hitch a ride? You have wings. You can fly. You should be carrying me. Yeah, now get out of here. I'm about to put that pack on. What, are you thirsty? I'm trying to leave camp. You're distracting me. Get away from my buckle. So I was just down there in the far right. That's Palmerton, Pennsylvania. And this view is beautiful at dusk and at sunset. I don't know what that town is far off to the left, and it probably isn't going to translate that well on video as it is in person because of my lighting on this camera, but it's like Christmas Town over there. Just a bunch of flickering lights. I don't know what color they are, but they look red and blue and green and white. Who wants to move to Palmerton, Pennsylvania with me? This is like a 2-mile hike up to this little campsite, fireplace, a lot of tenting spaces. Absolutely stunning. I could film this all night and just be in awe. But it's past hiker midnight, or it's about to be. I'm not deep in the woods. The trail's right there, but this is kind of off in the woods for me. 2 miles from civilization, the road, and as you can see, it's nothing but deep woods. And while I'm at it, Pennsylvania, nothing but narrow, straight up trees with no branches, and the branches they do have go up at angles instead of out. There's no good bear hang tree limbs anywhere. It's been like this for like a half mile or longer. Somebody needs to get their chainsaw out of storage or back from their neighbor and get out here, because this is ridiculous. I literally had to kneel on rocks and crawl under a blowdown, and I'm afraid I'm gonna have to do it again. The only way is through. I was very bad at it in the beginning because in Massachusetts and Connecticut and New York and to a lesser extent New Jersey, I always had bear boxes or bear cables. What really impressed me was it was one throw, because I've almost killed myself a few times throwing the bear hang bag. I got a new one, and I think that was the secret. Thank you, Pennsylvania, because you have no bear boxes and you have no bear cables, so you forced me to practice. I don't know how many nights I've been here. I've gotten 10 times as much practice in Pennsylvania than I did in the other 4 states, and I'm getting better at it. Is just sitting right in the middle of the trail. I almost kicked him or stepped on him. I'm on my way to Peter's Mountain Shelter, and this is the welcome I get. I'm probably 3/4 of a mile or a half a mile away, and this joker wants me to answer a riddle to let me pass. That's one hell of a way to ruin your day. So my rainfly is wrapped around my tent body, the mesh tent body, so if whatever attacked my stuff sack got to my rainfly, I'd need to patch that. I'm gonna have to open it up to check it out. I didn't actually use my tent last night. I just stayed in a shelter for the first time. I keep it on top of my pack. I hear it getting hit by branches, but man, this must have been a thorn bush. And you know what? I actually might remember it. I might remember the thorn bush that did that. And I actually turned around and whacked that thorn bush several times with my walking sticks, because it got me in hand too. Thank you, Stuff Sack, for taking one for the team.